Have you ever tried to iron something that's on a hanger and you end up not doing it properly or even burning yourself? It's not plugged in. Well, this is the solution. And it is that the other day I had this advert popped on and it was this little ironing board for your hand, for those things that only need a little iron because maybe from being in the wardrobe it has been squashed and they just need a little touch. I thought it was quite a useful project. Like anything I like to sew, I like sewing things that are useful, that I'm going to make the most out of, and I've been in this situation before, so it's going to be something that I use. So if you like these kind of things, consider subscribing because I upload twice a week and that way you don't miss anything. And I leave you here my Instagram account as well because I've just reached 10,000 subscribers, yes, followers. So you can have a look, see my everyday life and maybe show me something you've done, or maybe we can even help each other with any doubts we have about sewing. For this project I'm going to be using scraps from the aprons I did back in December, a month ago, because I didn't throw them, of course. Why would I throw anything in this room? And a bit of interfacing, one of the thick ones I have, because it's going to be useful and give some shape to it. This is really wrinkly. So it's going to be quite a simple project and the shape of it is going to be like the iron, not as pointy. I'm going to do it a bit more rounded on the top so it's easier to sew. The base is going to be this shape, and then the other side is going to be a bit wider so I can gather it and make it with like a cushion. So it has sides to it, and then on this side I'm going to make like a pocket so I can put my hand in. Instead of that, it could have like a band to hold your hand, but I feel like if I do that, even though I can hold it properly, if you want to hold something tight, you're going to open your fingers, you're going to tend to do this, and that's when I'm going to burn myself. So it's important, I think, that your fingers are protected and it is like a pocket. So let's start. And oh yes, of course, and the filling. For the filling I'm going to be using scraps I have around. When I did the tailor's cushions, I did them properly with sawdust, but I haven't got any right now. And on the other hand, people have told me that they use scraps. I've seen them on other tutorials anyways. So I'm going to do that so I can use them up. I don't think all of them. But that way it's a really useful project because we're using scraps, we're using all the little scraps and making something useful. What else can you ask for? So you don't even need any measurements to do this. Just have a look at your iron and take into account your hand size, or even the size of the hand from the one who irons at home, so they are comfortable. In a canvas I'm going to cut my 3 pieces of fabric and start hemming the one that holds your hand. Then I can sew it to the base and gather the cushion to sew everything together and fill it with scraps so I can finish it by hand. So we're going to work with 3 pieces only. The base where we iron on, the base of the thing, and then the pocket where your hand goes in, which I left a centimeter wider than the base so your hand can go in properly, and it is shorter though because you don't need it all the way down. I have my machine threaded in a sort of beige greyish color because this is not white, it's a sort of natural mix. So I'm going to start with the pocket, let's call it, hemming the bottom bit by folding twice, making a double hem. So I have the pocket hemmed, and then the base where your hand lands needs a bit of interfacing, so it has a bit more structure. So I'm going to iron it, making sure I use an old cloth so the glue doesn't transfer to the iron. Been there, done that. No good. And then the cushion, it's a bit bigger, so I'm going to gather it, just stitch along it, and then pulling from one thread so it can fit with the other one. If not, it'll be longer and we'll end up twisting it. I'm going to start by sewing together the piece that has the interfacing on with the one that has the pocket where you put your hand in, and that I'm going to sew all around and then zigzag stitch. And all of this I'm going to zigzag stitch all around, or you can serge it even if you have an overlocker, but just make sure you do so it doesn't rip. And I can now sew them to the other piece, the one that has all the gathering, so it's complete. Of course, right sides together and all the edge. And I'm going to pin it just to make sure I don't move it and it stays in place. And once you have it right size out, this is the look of it. It looks like slippers. So I'm going to fill this in with the help of the basket I made for this. To keep all the little scraps, there's interfacing, there's the bits I've just cut. There's even fringes. And I have a lot of this nice cozy fabric from when I did the robe, the dressing gown for my son. So I'm going to use this. Let's see how much I have, because I think it's going to be quite cozy to iron as well. So I'm going to start sewing by hand all the bottom bit to close it. You can make it with an invisible stitch, or you can, even if you see it, it doesn't really matter. And one thing, I just broke the thread. And one thing is that I made it in a plain color, quite boring really. You can make it in any fabric you like. I just made it like this because I'm afraid of fabrics that might stain something you are ironing. It happened to me not long ago, just last month, when I made a beautiful dress. The fabric I was ironing on, a sort of canvas, just made a mess on my dress. You don't really see it unless you know it's there, because it's a bright print, but I was quite upset. So let's make it a bit simpler so that doesn't happen again. And with these last stitches, it is done. I think it's an ideal project for anyone, for any house, not only for people who sew, but for anyone who wants to take care of their clothes and they need something, maybe just to get rid of some wrinkles before going out. It's ideal because you're not burning your hand, and it's really practical, isn't it? So let me know down in the comments if you knew this existed. I didn't until I saw the advert, and I thought it was a fantastic idea. And let me know if you're going to add it to your ironing utensils. I think it's quite useful, not only for anyone who sews, but for everyone, for any house. because you can get rid of any wrinkle, and you don't need to get all the ironing board and everything out, which is a bit annoying at points. And don't forget to subscribe if you like this kind of content, because I upload twice a week and that way you don't miss anything. And I leave you here a link to everything about ironing, the tailor cushions, the little ironing board for sleeves, and loads of tips for ironing your seams properly. And I'll see you next week. Bye.